All right. We're going to be talking about how to run a webinar and some of the things that you're going to discover in the the Webinar Warrior Sales Machine. Now, one of the first reasons I got my son here with me, Jacob, so bear with me. I got to babysit a little bit too in this marathon of doing all this. My wife is telling me, "Hey man, come on, give me a break." No, another story altogether. We're going to talk about how to use webinars for your products or services. One of the first things we're going to do and get involved in is why run a webinar. We're going to have seven different chapters on that. First chapter is going to be on why run a webinar. Our second one's going to be on recording your webinar. Third one's how to get really good at webinars. How to use webinars for coaching is our next chapter. And our next one, chapter 5, is going to be different personalities as co-host. Oh. And chapter 6 is going to be going over recommended webinar hosting services. Chapter 7 is going to be screen capture and closing and all the different videos that you're going to see that I'm putting together for you. No, Jacob, don't do that. All right, let's move forward. Why you want to run a webinar? Chapter 1. This is going to be interesting. Probably. Anyway, the big answer is live user interaction. You can, instead of just giving people a video, give people a product. You give them a chance to ask questions anytime they want. This is more of a high-tech thing. I mean, the philosophy behind this, bear with me on this, and I'm not a high-tech guy. I'll be the first one to tell you. But here's the thing. The philosophy for this is a quick set of videos, or short videos. You have a low ticket price on the front end. You know, like these WSOs, $17, $12, maybe even as high as $47 on the front end. All right, take it. All right. Excuse me about that. You can do the mass production, mass market type of thing where everybody gets the same exact video, if that's what you choose. So you can still give them extra help from $97 to a $497 webinar coaching. Would be good. We'll be coaching you. Yeah, good luck with that. This all depends on if you want to do group coaching or not. There's a lot of money to be made in coaching and consulting. Just sharing that with you, putting that out there. Now, recording the webinar. This is going to be our next chapter here. Getting into the meat of how to do this. My personal rules for recording a webinar, which you should follow, is always record the webinar. That should be a no-brainer. So you tell people you have a class for teaching some kind of... By the way, I hate it when I see a webinar saying, well, this webinar won't be recorded, blah, 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 blah. They're lying. They're going to record that webinar. They didn't spend all that time and effort and money for it not to be recorded. I mean, if they're not recording, they're dumb. Pure and simple. You heard it here first, January 12th. Somebody spoke the truth. No, I'm just kidding here. But that's the truth. They're going to record it. So you could teach people, have a class teaching people something of interest. Maybe you're teaching copywriting. Maybe that's your skill. Maybe you're teaching how to use Google AdWords. Who knows? But you have a webinar that you teach people how to do a certain skill or service. My niche is offline consultants. You're not going to act right, are you? All right. Well, we may have to end this, but the point is, so you have time. You have the time right on the sales letter page. They pay you. They go to the sales letter.
Yeah.
What? Okay. We're going to end this, guys. We'll catch up on the next video coming out as soon as Jacob takes a break. Bye.